Hello and welcome, my name is HOI4 and this is my Let's Play series of Hearts of Iron 4, where we are playing as the Historical Reich. Germany played historically up till the war, and for the first couple of systems the war, which we'll see soon. Anyway, we are in 39 now, we are on the 8th of September, and of course in the real world, the war was declared on September 1st, so we're a little bit behind, unfortunately, but things happen quite quickly in the end in the real world, and these things kind of take 70 days to get through. So anyway, World War I will start in about what's that, 54 days. So let's check. We probably need to go up on our manpower now, unfortunately. So we have to go to extensive conscription. It'll cost 10% training time, but it will double our amount of recruited population. So now we, instead of a couple 100,000, we now have 2.3 million manpower left. Let's check our recruitment. Almost done with the... I'm just gonna put down the last couple marine divisions. So let's have 2 of them join that attack and have the other 4 join this attack. And then I'm just gonna have them train over in this unit, because I think it's time that I move most units out of this one. I have 2 joining up here, and they were already training for some reason. And we're gonna have you join down here. They were also training for some reason. Well, they're all training. Well, you shouldn't all be training. You're not training. You're training. Okay, and where do we want these 5 to go? I guess we want Cobble to go here. Cobble to go here. And have the last one join down here. And we'll just live with these guys not being trained. I do want my tanks to be trained as far as I can, though. Oh, actually, we're gonna go to war pretty soon, so I'm just gonna have the Marines trained so they're ready for the invasions up here. They're not gonna get into the war immediately anyway. So we have our plans drawn up for the big attack on Poland. Over here, we're just gonna try to hold the line. Gonna try anything fancy there. Let's check out, is there anything we need to change? We do want field hospitals, but it seems like we haven't researched those yet. No, so that's gonna be one of the first things we research so we can save on our manpower. And what about our panzer divisions? Well, we just need to increase the amount of tanks and so on and so forth. Can we add a medium tank division now? Oh, I'm gonna wait until the war. We could add one, and we would need 475. And then we could add a light and a cavalry. I think that was how it's supposed to be, right? Yeah, combat with 20. I think we're gonna wait till after we take Poland, so we have full. So we have regular divisions. Get that extra 25%. And I'm just gonna go up to speed 4 and wait for the war. We're gonna have Rommel coming home. Yes. I think I'm just gonna add all of his soldiers down here. And we're gonna put Rommel in charge up here. Or maybe it's a little bit too much to have it. I'll have one of these. I'll have this guy join up here with Rommel. Go back to your old chief. And Italy is justifying against Yugoslavia, so we'll still have a lot of war here in Europe. But we are up to 100% threat thanks to Japan, of course, taking over China. So that's one of those things. Like, if you wanna try and get as far as you can without triggering the war, don't help out China. Don't help out in Spain, because that causes world tension as well. Let's check out our plane situation. So we have 400. How many do we have in reserve? We have 400 or 800 extra fighters. So I think I'm gonna add some more fighters over here. I'm gonna add all of them, because it's nice to have some reserves as well when they get shut down. But of course, the more in the air, the less chance to get a lot of them shut down. Because the Allies usually have a lot of planes. Let's go and check. Yeah, between 2,000 and 6,000 planes. That's insane. And we should be producing some more. How are we doing with our trade? Actually have some surplus of oil. But I still I still wanna have a few more of these, so we don't have to worry too much about rubber. And then maybe a few more naval yards. And actually, did we build radar stations? No, we did not. We're gonna have them built first. We did have some anti-air. Let's get a little bit more. Get that built as well. Good. Now there's plenty of stuff in the queue. So we're delayed a little bit, but it's gonna be okay. Yeah, I think we'll be able to catch into the plan later on. We get artillery too. Let's improve our, let's just check. We are in 39 and we have everything here. Okay, so let's get improved anti-tank, and then we'll change over the production to improved artillery. Which means of course that we'll need a lot. Move a couple factories over to that. Oh yeah, we were doing infantry equipment upgrade as well. And producing a lot of support equipment. Hopefully it's mostly for these guys. I think we did, yeah, we set reinforcements as top priority. Okay, Danzig. Poland refuses German ultimatum. Considering the demands, it seems inevitable. Poland would be forced to cede Danzig to Germany, and the Polish plenipotentiary would be sent to Berlin to negotiate further terms. Ignacy Mosticki pointed to the German Reich recent actions when stating that it was obvious Germany would not be satisfied with Danzig alone. German and Polish forces are prepared for war, and reports are already coming in of clashes on the border. Once again, there is war in Europe. So, we have war, and soon it will be world war. I think I'm gonna go for air innovations now, but we'll also execute. Because if you go and see here in the relations, oh, we're actually not in war yet, but it will come soon. Well, we should be in war. Yeah, Poland refuses to Danzig, despite our attempts to allow Poland to hand over Danzig peacefully, even vowing to give up our claims on other German territories in exchange. We have been met with refusal, and expect that the world gives nothing to us that we do not seize by force. Which means that we are now in war, which means that we can now execute all of these plans. And we have all of these guys already in action. air wings with no missions. Naval bombers, you go here. And you do naval strikes. And do we have any production of naval bombers? Yeah, not too many though. It's okay. I'm gonna plan for an extra factory there. And that's just to make sure that the English fleet will have a hard time of coming in here and messing up our nice fleet here. Let's have them go on search and destroy in the Baltic, just because in the ports they're kind of vulnerable to planes anyway, so... And England and France joined, which means that we now have... well, we basically have a world war. We have people on all continents in the war. Let's see if we can get Japan into it. No. But we can. Well, they just offered themselves to join. And should we call Bulgaria in as well? That's not really necessary at this point. But as you can see, there's already a ton of battles going on. We bypassed war with the French. And we're just blitzing through the country. And the overseas territories joined. Slovakia wanna send people, and Hungary wanna send people. Just gonna go over to normal view here. And Japan wanna send volunteers. The Soviet Union declared war, just as in real life. They declared war once they saw German forces plowing through the country. Seems Danzig is already falling. The fall of Warsaw. German forces advancing in Poland have succeeded in capturing Warsaw. Sporadic fighting continues in Prague and other districts, but organized resistance in the city seems to have ceased. The Polish government reportedly evacuated the city as the first German units entered Warsaw's suburbs, and the present location is unknown. Fighting against the German invaders continues in other parts of the country, but the loss of the capital is serious blow to the Polish war effort. And we have 3 military factories. Whee! Let's get some of these artillery upgraded. I think I'm gonna put a couple more factories on fighters. And then I think I'm gonna start up a second line of infantry equipment. So we can get that upgraded. But otherwise it seems like it's going pretty well. Let's get Red to have a new front line. Down here. Although it would be nice if you just close those pockets. More voluntary forces. You are allowed to do that. Poland has capitulated. So that was quick. But we have some problems down here with air superiority. So let's just move all of these fighters down into Western Germany. And we actually are superior down here. And we can also move these fighters to this airport and have them join down there. And I think I'm just gonna have the close air support and tactical bombers removed. Okay. Well, that was quick. Can I see when the war started? I forgot to check that. Well, it's been 12 days. 12 days it took. Okay. Well, next step is Denmark and Norway, but that's not until April 9th. And we're gonna go for that with, where is it? This one, yeah. where we get focuses against Denmark and Norway, and then we get this one where we get focuses against Belgium, Netherlands, and Luxembourg. But I also want to take over these three countries, traditionally or historically, Soviet Union seized them, but I'm gonna seize them before so I can get a better line for the war against them. But let's just get some troops over here on the borders. You get that border, and you get this border here, along with this border here. We're just gonna take half of half and put on the Luxembourg border. And all of you, I think you can do something like select assigned units and put them on that plan. You guys will have a plan to take over here. And we'll move you down to the west front. And I think we'll move Rommel over here. And we'll change this to Baltic. Oh. Baltic. You guys though will produce a line for here. Oh, I accidentally used the wrong one here. It was Rommel I wanted to put on this one. And then these guys would be on the main line here. But this is of course the first unhistorical thing we're doing. Or ahistorical, however you want to say it. But I just think like it's... If we wanted to take over Soviet Union at some point anyway, it seems prudent to try to take over this territory before they get a chance, because we know that they will be going for it. Like Hitler knew that, we know that. Adolf Hitler speaks against Lithuania. Does Lithuania belong to the Lithuanian? Let us ask ourselves a better question: does the future belong to the Lithuanian? While we strive for greatness and power, they have displayed nothing but hopelessly backwards attitudes, having no history to pride themselves on. They are directionless. Why should they occupy land that be used to the great German people? So Hitler's he's against them being on their own, and we have a fight against some Polish people there. Let's have some ground support over here. Just gonna have couple hundred close air support in the Baltic states, ready to help out. And let's see here. Yeah, there's some problems. Up here, no one. Here they have some fighters, but we don't have any fighters in there. But here we only have 4 anti-air guns. We do have some radar efficiency. How are we doing? So we've lost 7 fighters and we shut down 20, so that's pretty nice. That is pretty nice. And we are building that anti-air now. Another big navy battle. Sunk a submarine and a destroyer. Not letting the Polish... Okay, what I want to do now is... Oops, not that. I want to do a military police division. It's just gonna be a very small infantry divisions, but then they're gonna have military police. And they are gonna be used mainly for suppressing rebellions. So I'm gonna train, I think I'm gonna train a bunch of them. Oops. Berlin. And we're gonna train I think we're gonna train 10 at a time for now, because I want some to get out and start putting down this resistance. And we're also gonna take should have some foreign soldiers here. We're gonna put them into a new army group, the defense group. And who are we gonna put in charge? This guy. Oh, we're actually gonna have to choose a field marshal. And he'll be in charge of garrisoning important parts of Germany. And then he'll just be in charge of garrisoning everything, and then we'll have a second group with the MPs only that will have to garrison any part that we have conquered. And this army that I'm spreading out now will mostly be all of the volunteer forces we get, because we will get a lot. Well, at least usually you get a lot from all your allies during the war, so hopefully we'll have plenty of people to put into that group. So let's see how is it going down here. Ooh, they're really putting on their problems here. Yeah, and we're gonna have to follow this petition, which means that we have to move you guys. Didn't remember how far or how long that thing. Why are you going all the way back there? Okay, this is a problem. We are now having a bunch of fighters shut down as well. We kind of need to figure out whether this is worth it. I'm inclined to move the fighters, because it's only fighters, there's no bombers, so it's just losing us fighters. I think we are gonna move everyone into north for now, and then I'm just gonna see if I can buy some more anti-air guns. And we also want to repair that infrastructure, but after we build these anti-air guns. Good. Let's just build these done. That are already on our way. They'll be done on the 5th of December, so not too far in the future. And yeah, now we have they have complete control of the skies here, but doesn't really matter that too much. My god, they have a lot of planes. Yeah, they fixed it in the first patch so that the allies were more focused on building planes, which of course isn't really historical. Yeah, let's just go down here. Kinda wanna have these producing. But yeah, historically the Luftwaffe and the English planes were kind of even. Even in the Battle for Britain. But it obviously doesn't seem to be the case here. Well, those forces arrived, but I can't see where. Oh, they were just volunteers, okay. fighting some more Polish ships. They're threatening a naval invasion up here. Anyway, I think it is time that I end this episode. We took over Poland, we got the war started, we are getting ready for the first ahistorical part of this playthrough, which is taking over the Baltic countries. So we get, instead of having this line against the Soviets, we're gonna have this line. It's gonna be longer, but it means that we'll have an easier time of getting to Leningrad. Also means that it basically means we can put more soldiers on the border without having to worry too much about supply areas. Anyway, if you enjoyed today's episode, please click the like button and subscribe to my channel. Hope to see you in my next video, and until then, have a good day.